All right, guys, we're back. Just doing a little tiny update on the Tundra.
Yeah.
He's. I can also show you. I didn't show it in the last video, but I can also show you where the rear differential or the front differential drop is. Right now, we're doing spacers on the drive shaft because
I don't know if we'll be able to see the differential drop in the front.
I'll try. I think so. The skid plate covers a little bit, but from the angle of me where I'm under there, I can look. I can point at it basically. But yeah, he's going on a trip to California here, and he just wanted to get the spacers all finished because if he's going on like 1,000+ mile drive, we want all the drive angles to be good and safe so it doesn't wear out any differential stuff.
Yeah, I was a typical newbie guy who was like, hey, how important could a 1/4 inch lift of the drivetrain be? And they're like, oh, you know, if there's any shudder or anything like that for 1,000 miles worth of shudder, that could really add up to a lot of wear and tear on your drivetrain.
So right now I can kind of drivetrain. I can kind of give a visual. So right there is the drive shaft going into the rear differential. Right now, imagine my arm right here is the drive shaft. It's angled kind of up that way. What we're doing is we're adding shims back here, which will even it out that way, because right now it's kind of at an angle going up. So this will drop it in the rear, making it more of a straight driveline angle to the diff. And yeah, it's just these tiny like 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch spacers that we need to put in there. It'll take like 5 minutes. I just wanted to show you guys and then point out those. And then the whole suspension swap, everything is good. All the angles are good. You got your alignment. You also got his new wheels and tires. So these are Mickey Thompson 18x10 wheels, and then Falcon, what was it?
Wild Peak ATs.
Yep, Falcon Wild Peak ATs, and they are 275, 70, 18. So they actually look, I saw the photos online and I wasn't so sure, but seeing it in person actually looks really nice with the what's it called? The CNC'd silver on there.
Yeah, it goes with the rivets on the
fenders.
fender guard.
Yeah, looks pretty good. And then yeah, he's got so many tires in the back. He also has 2 full-size spares.
No, 1 full-size.
Oh, 1 full-size spare, yeah. I did the calculations, and one of these weighs like, what was it, 90 or 100 pounds or something? Yeah, let's get the potty off. There you go. Yeah, whole new spare. I don't know if you're going to be putting this under where the old spare went, or, yeah, up top.
This is going to sit on a rack in the back. Tire's gonna go on a mount probably towards the front of the Prince rack.
Nice. Oh, cool. So this is just temporary where this is right now?
Yeah. This is literally so that I can support the iCamper around while I'm waiting on the bed rack to come, because the bed racks take them a long time to
assemble.
Well, not assemble, I think just fabricate, and then also they're just running really low on stock. Right now everybody's buying a bunch of Overland stuff because it's the fad thing to do.
Yep.
Not that I would know.
Yep, so we're gonna get under there, just add these spacers, and this makes all the difference with the driveline angle. It makes everything happy, the geometry of everything happy. So yeah, it's cool seeing how far it's come. I mean, from the very first video that we had, it looked like just a normal Tundra. Now it's got all these off-road tires and wheels and campers and lift and everything. It's all worked so well, and you guys really killed it. I bring stuff to it. At first I was a little sketchy about bringing things to a place called Jerry Rig Garage, but yeah, you know what,
turns out it's okay.
I've not that this would ever happen, but I've always thought about, like, if we had a business literally named Jerry Rig Garage, if we started our own like automotive shop, I wonder if the name would prevent people from wanting to come in. Jerry Rig.
It might, but there's also a little bit of a bite there where you're like, these guys must be so good that they can name themselves something terrible.
I don't know if we're that good.
No, but that's the impression that people will get. They'd be like, they don't even have to name themselves something that gives me confidence.
Yep.
It's like,
alrighty, so we're gonna get under there and I'll show you real fast what it is. We've already got one side unbolted. Basically, we have a floor jack under there holding up the drive shaft, unbolted one side. That gives us enough space to put this spacer in. I'll bolt it up, unbolt the other side. That'll droop it enough to get it in, and we don't even have to really mess with it. It's super easy. I'll show you under there. All right, guys, so we're under the truck here. Forward is the front of the truck. You can see the drive shaft has this center bearing here, and basically putting the spacers in lowers the drive shaft, so the angle that it's going into the differential is more straight. So I already got one side undid. I'll just put the spacer, one of the spacers up in there, and then get the old bolt and torque it on. All right guys, so the spacers are in there. You can see it spaced it just a smidge, and that lowers it enough to correct the drive line angle with the new lift kit. So we should be good to go now. And let me just show you up front what I was talking about with the front diff drop real fast. All right guys, so this is the front of the truck facing that way, and you can see right here, that's one of the differential mounts. Above it is a white or a black puck there. That black puck is the spacer. You can see it on this side as well, right up there. So all I needed to do was lift up the front of the car, remove the wheels, and then disconnect these. You'd have to remove the skid plate here to access the bolts, but it's just a bolt that goes all the way through and then a nut at the top, and you should just get like a wrench on the nut so it doesn't spin. You lower it like the 2 inches or whatever, put the spacers in, and then reassemble it with the new bolts, the longer bolts. Super easy. It only took us like an hour to do it. And then the rear differential, or I guess the rear drive shaft spacers, that took literally like 5 minutes. You saw how fast that was. So yep, now all the driveline angles, the differential stuff should all be happy. All right guys, so everything's all squared away. The lift is effectively fully installed and complete. New tires and wheels and front suspension, rear suspension, spacers, the whole 9 yards.
100% done.
Completely
Nothing
finished.
Ever gonna come back to bite us?
Never.
Here,
nothing.
ever.
Nothing. Perfect. 100%. Never will fail.
Right.
Ever.
Ever.
Ever will fail. Yep. So that's pretty much going to do it for the suspension for the Tundra, the overlanding series. He's going to be taking off some.
If you guys will have me, I'm gonna get some tuning kits and probably do the thing that you suggested, which is replace the exhaust lift.
Oh, you're gonna do the exhaust?
Yeah, probably.
Nice.
Yeah, eventually.
I'll look for other cheaper kits because the ones I found were pretty expensive.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Another point of this is that the wheels and tires are bigger and it's lifted and he's carrying more weight, so gas mileage is a concern, and it might not it might not sound like it makes sense, but if you do like engine mods, like I guess like intake and exhaust and tune, although it adds power, you know, or well, I guess it probably wouldn't add too much power just with exhaust, but it does add gas mileage. If you look up like anything on YouTube, you'll see the evidence backing that up. It'll probably increase mile per gallon like 1 or 2, which could be substantial if you're going on large trips, you know.
I was talking to a fellow over at Accessory Outfitters in Aloha. He had some great tuning kit combos that he liked to use to increase gas mileage, and they were basically a transmission tune.
Yeah, exactly.
And then another one to change the gearing. Apparently it's often in overdrive, whereas this will kind of shift that down a little bit.
Yeah, there's definitely tons of trans tuning that they can do to make it more efficient with its shifting. Also with your, I don't know if these are the exact, this wouldn't be the exact same height of tire as your old ones.
Right, no, they're a little bit bigger.
So that needs to be adjusted in the computer because it's effectively more, you know.
Yeah. Sure, more surface area.
More surface area to rotate, so that needs to be adjusted. And then normal engine management tuning can be done too to make it more efficient. There's a lot of different things that can increase the mile per gallon. It's not like going for horsepower or even more like torque or anything for more load or, you know, capacity or anything like that. It's just pretty much for gas mileage.
Yeah, and that's fine. I don't need to be able to haul a tremendous amount or tow much. Really, this is just going to be hopefully a real long-term rig for me that is, you know, not going to bust my wallet.
Yep. So, yep, that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the full suspension install. And there's probably going to be more to come, so like, subscribe, and comment down below.